Okay, welcome back to the channel. Today we have the world's most messed up PlayStation Slim console. Well, I don't know if it's the world's most messed up, but this is pretty much how it came. It was £6 from a car boot sale, and let's try and push some buttons. It is plugged into the wall. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. If I find some old random disc, obviously if you put a disc into a PlayStation 4, it should power up, but it's not powering up, so I don't really know where to begin with this. It is plugged in, so perhaps I should probably unplug it. That would be a good idea. And then perhaps find out how to get to the power supply. Yeah, let's do that. Let's start by taking these out, I suppose. I've not taken one of these apart before. I've never had a PlayStation 4 Slim kicking about before, so who knows what is going to happen here. What I'll probably end up doing is launching it across the room. Does that come off? I've got a feeling this probably needs to come out. Yeah. I suppose I'd better go and find out how to take a PS4 Slim apart. I'll be back. Okay, so apparently all I need to do is just pull it up, although I'm not quite sure how that's going to work. Over here is a cable. I'll unplug that. This power supply is properly battered. Obviously I'm trying not to catch my fingers on anything, but would or could give me a whack. I mean, it's not looking like it's screwed down by anything, but who knows. I mean, that screw there might help. Yeah, it does. So, yeah, that is quite battered up, mostly due to me. Now, let's get in here and have a little look. Yep. Well, there's definitely no power in it, because that's just, well, I say there's definitely no power. There may not be any power, but if there was, it didn't land on me in a way that would give me a shock, thankfully. Now, power comes in, there's a fuse. First thing to do is check and see if the fuse is any good. Yeah, that's okay. Well, that's annoying. I was hoping it was just a blown fuse. Right. Okay, so I've just found out how to test this power supply. So I suppose I should probably try and put it back together to see if this is the problem or if it is the motherboard. So yeah, I'm kind of just hoping it's this power supply, but of course for a £6 PlayStation 4, it being the power supply would be quite handy. Can't see it happening though. Right, so let's get that there. Let's get the multimeter on. Of course, there's just a little bit of residual from the capacitors. So let's plug it in and see what happens. So let's give it a bit of power. Put that one in there. No, hang on. That's not what I'm supposed to do. Let's just turn that off again for a second, as I need to plug in a cable to here. Which is attached to the motherboard. So I'm going to have to take this apart. I'll be back in a sec. By back in a sec, I do mean about, well, for you, a few seconds, but for me this is going to be a while, so I've got to disassemble the machine and take the motherboard out. Or loads of stuff anyway, so see you shortly. Okay, we're back. So, we've got the power supply up there. It's not plugged in at the moment, so I'm going to plug the power in and try and push the button. And it powers up. Well, that's a little bit random. Okay, I'm going to unplug it. Obviously there's still some voltage in there because of course there's capacitors, but let's try and turn it on. Nothing because it's not plugged in. Flip these back round. I'll say back round. Let's flip them round to where they fit. And yeah, there's nothing there. Millivolts. Let's plug it in. We've got 11 volts, 10 volts, 9. Okay, I'm going to put this back together to some sort of degree and put a hard drive back in it and let's see what it does. Could it just be a case of there being some loose wires in this horrendously battered PlayStation 4? Let's find out. I'll be back when I've put it together a bit and in the other room plugged into the telly. Did just miss me getting a shock though. Yeah, I had unplugged it, but obviously the capacitors hadn't discharged. Oh, that was a tasty one. Right across here somewhere is where I caught my finger, so I won't be doing that again in a hurry. In the meantime, I'm going to put this back together. I'll see you in a sec. Excuse the mess. Here is our very nicely battered up PlayStation 4. Just going to turn the television on without standing on too much to it. And obviously I've plugged in a controller, TV's on, nothing out of the pad. Oh, but the power and the blue light have come on. Oh, hang on. Does the telly just not? Yeah, oh, that's great, isn't it? So we've got a white light. I don't know what that means. I've never pulled a PlayStation 4 apart and had to fix one. Yes, this corner of the room is getting even more and more and more messy. So, white light of death, no signal. Could that be the reason it got hoyed at the wall and smashed up like this in the first place? So we've gone back to blue. Still no signal. I mean, I presume I've got the right cable in. Right, hang on, give me a second whilst I make sure I've got the right TV cable. I'll be back in a minute. That was a resounding no, wasn't it? Didn't have the cable plugged in, so although I'm pressing the PS button, it's plugged in. Is the USB not working? Oh no, this one's charging. There we go. Let's see if it comes to life. Yeah, we'll just use that one. Okay, does the disk drive work? I'm going to go with a no. Oh, maybe. Doesn't sound very healthy. But it's installing. If I think that disc is wonky, I can't remember now. I mean, it's been laying around upside down. Yeah. How do we escape that? Remove disc. Okay, you spit it out right. Let's try this copy of Black Ops. Yeah, there's something definitely iffy with the how do you even turn a PlayStation? This is how little I've used a PlayStation 4. Oh, come on, turn off. Accept the disc, thank you. But this is intriguing. It charges here. it charges there, that's fine. So, albeit rather noisy, this is actually working now. What system firmware are we on? 9.60. So I'm not sure how long ago 9.60 was out, but I've had this maybe for 3 weeks. So I know it's got multiverses on there. But it does seem to be playing discs. So I'm going to need to tidy it up, find a case, and then I've got myself a PlayStation 4 Slim. Cool, well that's just about going to do it for now, because this disc is knackered as well. What I should do really is find a disc that actually works, but hey ho, right, I'll catch you around to the next one. Bye.